Hello folks, Motormind here. I was just doing a review on a relatively inexpensive diagnostic tool that I found on Amazon. So I'm just gonna do a little rundown here, as I haven't seen a lot of these really online, so on YouTube. So I'll start with here. So just programs that come with it when you first buy it is a VCDS. Usually get 20.1. I got 20.4 in here because I've upgraded it a bit. You also get Delphi Cars 2016, Delphi Trucks, which is like your heavy duty and stuff, 2016. You get Worth Online World, which is another diagnostics, as well as it has technical data and stuff. You also got radio codes and the Pico stuff I've actually put on here myself. So we'll run down here. So we'll start with this one here. So this one here is Delphi Heavy Duty. Let's kind of give you an idea. So I kind of selected something. I got Transit on here, 2006. It's picked 2005. So as you see here, it does all these all these systems here. So I can do a full system scan. All of them, so multifunction, resistance and stuff. This tool also has bi-directional control as well. So it has all the engine codes and stuff there. So it's quite a handy vehicle, quite a handy tool, pardon me. I just use my little. It's running on an Acer Switch 10, so it's all touchscreen stuff. So as you can see in all these programs here, this is all for the this is the Delphi Trucks. This is heavy duty. I don't do heavy duty myself, but it comes with it, so you never know, just in case. This is the Delphi Cars. All right. So I've got a Honda Accord here, 2011. As you can see here, it also has all systems. So I can do all system scans. I can do petrol, diesel, brakes, all that multifunction. Body central. There's lighting, door locks. And what I can do is this has the bi-directional control here. So I can control these things. I can kind of test the circuits and stuff like that. It really helps for any kind of diagnostics you want to do. So you got component activation, data list, you can see live data, codes, stuff like that. And Delphi has obviously a lot of different vehicles. So it's a Honda's. And get into the different manufacturers here. Kind of give you a quick idea of what's on this. Right, I'll get onto that. As well as going up to the way. So you get into the Dodge, Dacia. It's all there. You also have the Worth Online World. It's Worth Online World here. This is the one that has technical data on it. So you have you see all your manufacturers on here. It covers quite a few, to be honest. And this one goes right to 2020. Let's just say, like the Ford Transit on all the way. It listed back to 62. I've never gone back to 62 to see what it has. I'll give you an idea what it has. So you have like your technical data here. So you're going to do test values. So it kind of gives you different ideas for test values and stuff like that. So what you might see for glow plugs, what part number you're running. A technical name is tuning and emissions. I also have an inspections tab. The inspections tab is like service schedule, and see if you want to look up your service schedule of a vehicle. This gives you ideas for the service schedule, and it also gives you repair times on it as well. So it tells you what time mileage and stuff like that. Service, fuel filter, 50,000 kilometers gives you service, fuel filter, and tuning your axles. Kind of gives you an idea, and you can tick that. You can use it for customers and stuff like that. Also, through here you got maintenance and illustrations, and jacking points, AC service connectors, cabin filter, serpentine belt routing. So there it gives you a serpentine belt routing and stuff like that. So it's got a lot of information in this online world. There, see, it's got maintenance. It's got interrogating, trouble codes, timing belt, service reset, key programming, fuse box. Not available in this model, but some of them has a parking brake, but these just have manual parking brake, battery, and warning symbols. Some vehicles just won't be grayed out, and some that have like a diagnostic you can do. Probably diagnostics grayed out because I don't have it hooked up to a vehicle. You also get guided diagnostics. You also get repair times. So it gives you repair times and all this stuff here. The steering mechanism. Let's close a few of these windows here. Let's see, it's got different tabs up here, so if you want to go back to something else, you can go back. And then obviously they filled up that far. You get too many. Push the X, it takes you back. Now I said I've got Pico on this as well, so I'm running Pico 6. I'm running a little Pico 2204A. There she is there. And for the money, it's definitely a brilliant little piece of kit. 20-volt peak, but I've read and seen that they can actually take like a spike up to 100 volts, so they're over-engineered a bit to protect yourself with a couple of attenuators. A couple of these guys, 20 to 1, so that cranks it up to 400 volts. So you can test injectors, you can test coils, stuff like that. Also with my this comes with it's also Bluetooth, so it's wireless. So if you're doing any retesting for your diagnostics and stuff like that, you're not tied by a wire. Also with my kit is I got a couple amp clamps. It's got the Handtech ones. Cost me, they're not very expensive. This also comes with let's get this guy to close here. Also comes with a VCDS, as I said. If you want to use that, you have to buy a separate cable. You have to get something like this here. This is for VCDS. And it comes with software to install. The drivers for that, you have to install it in. And just use just like a memory stick or something like that. And on your laptop, install into this. That's how I've done it. The rest of my kit for my Pico scope, obviously, I've got some T-pins or back probing. So I got some better wires because the wires that come with the 2204A, they're not very long. They're quite rubbish. So and I got some clamps, alligator clips, and stuff as well. Really, for you want something that's a little bit cheaper, like just get you started into doing diagnostics and stuff like that. I think this is quite a brilliant little kit. Or if you just want to have a spare one in your toolbox, if you work at a dealership or a large shop and you only have one or two scan tools, then having your own is really handy. It's really nice to have because I said you can hook it up to the vehicle. You can hook up to the vehicle if you need to do something. Even if you're just doing do mainly services, you can do service light resets with this. You can do back off parking brakes. Set them into service mode, take them out of that. Or if you want to do, get into do my diagnostics, getting into doing and if there's the EML on, or if you want to start getting into like doing oscilloscopes and stuff like that, then definitely I would recommend getting like the 2204A and start learning oscilloscopes, start learning electrical diagnostics, because it's just getting more and more common now. But definitely, if you have your own scan tool, then you're not waiting for the one in the shop, and then you can also take it home. You can take it home with you. You can your own vehicle, or you can sit and just learn it. You can play with it. You can mess around with it, and then when you're in the shop and you're wanting to do stuff and you need to scan something, you can grab your own scan tool, throw it on the car, give it a scan. You know exactly what you're going for. You know, yeah, bam, 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 yeah, you know. Go through that, get the codes, fire it to your boss. You can do bi-directional control. Say, yeah, all right, this is working, it's not working. If a cooling fan's gone down, you can test it. Going, yeah, the fan works. It's most likely an engine temp sensor, a radiator temp sensor. Some vehicles has 2 temp sensors, and you can it makes it a lot easier. Diagnostics, or if you got a door lock that's not working. So as you see in this door locks, you can actuate door locks and do one individually, and if you replace it, you can test it, make sure, okay, yep, that's working now, or look, this wiring issue. So it's just kind of, and like I mentioned, because it's wireless, you can work around the vehicle. You can have this plugged into the data port. You can have this in the back of the car, and if you're doing something, checking the light, checking the rear latch, whatever. You're not tied, bound right like that. So I do highly recommend getting something like this. I see if you're looking for something this is a little bit inexpensive to have for yourself. Who I bought this off of, they're quite a good little company. When I've had a question or something like that, they have an email they include with this, and they get back to you like right away. I think I showed you the code. There's the also radio codes and stuff like that, so it kind of gives you an idea. You open up these and you put the code in, put you through it, and if your radio is locked, if you have like the battery unhooked or something like that, and radio needs a code, this can kind of help get that. Or so I've helped a few people online had questions. My radio is locked up because my battery went dead, and I've jumped on this, got the code thing, I got the information needed off of them, the serial number stuff, got the code, fired it in, and had some good results. So if you want to be a nice guy and help people out, it's one way of doing it. I said also because you have the through Worth, the repair times. You kind of have an idea if you want to do your own little side business, like a side thing. You have an idea how long it's going to take or how long it should take. Or if you're just in the shop and just want to make sure, maybe writing up your job card. I worked at a shop in which we had to do all our pricing and stuff like that. Apparently the front end staff didn't want to do it, so the techs it was up to them to make sure all the stuff is priced up for doing the jobs. Anything you've called on it. Well, sometimes instead of having to use the computer as a queue, they try to use that. Then jump on this. It's the same kind of data. You can get all the information you need, fire it on your job card, run it up there, get the job card in quicker, get onto a new one, or they can price it up and call the customer. And you look like a superstar because your boss is happy because you're firing cars out quicker because you're able to, pull codes, do tests, reset things. If you're just doing more services, you need to reset service lights. So waiting for somebody else to run around or stand in a queue waiting for everybody else to do their services and reset their service lights or something. You can just grab your own tool and just get it done, get it fired off, get on to the next job, and win-win, right? Get that raise you've been looking after, or if you just want to have a happy boss and have an easy life. So I've had this for not very long, and it's already paid for itself several times. And so I've been quite happy with it. As for the price, I think it's definitely worth it. And so I've seen some vehicles, some scan tools out there, like example the Autel MK808. It's a brilliant tool, great for code scanning and stuff like that. But it doesn't have bi-directional control. I think it might be able to reset some service lights, and I think that's really other than that, it's just it's a diagnostic code reader. It'll look at all the systems, so with this, but it'll you can't actuate stuff. You can't you can't do more in-depth diagnostics with it, as well as you can't also install Pico on it and turn it to an oscilloscope as well. This is pretty much a laptop. So I've got the case around I bought off Amazon was very expensive. Universal fit, seems to work well. You can get these sometimes. You have a keyboard that attaches to the bottom. I didn't have the keyboard. It just makes it a bit easier to hold on to it. So if I need a keyboard, there's one there. Push that. There's a keyboard. Use my little stylus here. Oh, I'll start to open this way. So yeah, this kind of just gives you a rundown of how this is. I'm gonna do more videos on this, where I actually have it hooked up to a car, doing some diagnostics and stuff like that, and you can have a better idea how she runs. So let's see, another one here, Civic, gives you the engines. So 1.6, a common one, and then you'd hit this. It's got just inspection. So there's some vehicles, it's a little limited, it has less information on. Sometimes it's dependent on the model or the year, and some has more. So it does have, it's no diagnostic tool is 100% perfect, but for what you get, for what you pay for, it definitely has a lot. I can go on to something else if you want. Here's a Land Rover diesel. There's a 4. Let's do Evoque. Let's do the 2014s. Let's do the 2.2. So that's Land Rover Limited. But if you wanted to go into something like a Citroen diesel, 2007. Let's see, Berlingo Series 2. That one there's got, see all the diesels there. So you got a lot more options there. 1.6, 2x4. So you got inspections, repair times, like that, technical data. And if I had it hooked up to the vehicle, my diagnostic wouldn't be grayed out. And then I think also you get guided diagnostics as well. That won't be grayed out as well. So because it's not hooked up to a vehicle, they've got that grayed out because it's not getting the signal. So. But yeah, I said you can get all that kind of information. So it's definitely a handy tool to have. Citroens where I am quite a lot more common. There's a Citroen petrol. This is 7. Berlingo. Yeah, look at that one, 1.4. Yeah, I've used it on something like this, and I can do a lot of stuff with it. You'd be surprised what you can do with it. So. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, click the subscribe, and watch some more videos. I'm going to do a bit more, I'm going to do some repair. I got a vehicle I'm stripping down, dismantling, so I'll do some videos of that. And also watch out as I'll do some, I'm getting some diagnostics and stuff like that, where I'm able to have time to kind of videotape a bit more and make some videos. I'll show this tool off a bit more, show its capabilities and what it's able to do. That's it. It's definitely worth having a look at if you're looking for something in the market for this, and money's a bit tight as it is nowadays. I would definitely have a look at this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.